Oh, hello, 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 hello. Hello, and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of the Golden Tooth, the Shattered Obelisk. My name is John, and I'm joined by Sean.
Hi, Tanny. And the rest of
By,
the stream.
by Rogue.
Hi, Tanny and friends.
By Sean.
Hi, Taniel, and others.
And by Stanza.
Yeah.
And
that's Crow for Hi, Tanny.
and we were supposed to be joined by Michael, but his internet pooped. So he might join us later.
Oh, the poop it did. Oh, it was such poop.
Last time, the Golden Tooth travelled back from Zorzula's Rest to Phandelver. You caught up with Gwyn Orsong, who told you some more details about the 3 locations that had been mentioned by the psychic crystal. Suggested that you probably want to go to the Rogue has just resubbed for 34 months in a row with the message, "Hi, Tanny."
What a nerd.
I mean, yeah, God, what nerd subscribes for 34 months?
In a row.
Ugh.
Nerd.
Suggesting that you might want to go and explore either Talhundreth or the Crypt of the Talhund before venturing further away to Gibbet's Crossing. But the options are there in front of you as to where you wish to go. But first, you were given some requests by the townsfolk. First up, you managed to save Pip Stonehill, who had gone wandering off into the forest or into the wilderness. You tracked him down. You found Marthungrim's home, the home of a dwarven paladin, and the journal of said dwarven paladin. You then got word that the orchard near town had seen some strange green glowing emanating from it. And so you went to investigate this, but meanwhile Pyrolis was also asked to go and try and find some missing miners. As you investigated the strange glowing, you found the glowing emanating from a cow whose name is Daisy. And on trying to calm down the distressed cow that was sprouting tentacles, it vomited up 5 piles of psychic goop. We're going to go to the map screen really at this point. And I'm going to quickly just grab all of the characters and put them into combat and say, roll me some initiatives, please.
For the record, the second that Daryl has access to any farmland, he's going to adopt Daisy.
John, I've rolled for Hal.
Thank you very much. Pendragon Nomad says, "Hello! Wait, you find the cow?"
Also,
no, we're
you missed our intro, and quite frankly, I'm very sad.
Actually, I suppose I should put Daisy on the turn tracker.
Run, Daisy, run!
No. But Daisy's the
Would
big bad. She's going to attack us.
Daisy
Hi.
did not roll well.
Would it be
Doesn't mean she's the big
outrageous?
bad.
Would it be outrageous for Daryl to tame Daisy into a mount?
Yes, it's
Daisy.
a cow.
Daisy battle cow.
I mean, they're not particularly fast, but they're sturdy.
I can cast haste on a cow.
All right. It's the start of combat time.
Oh boy! So many slimes getting to go fast.
Yeah, I need to remember
Fine.
what can ooze
Wow,
do.
how badly did we roll?
Terribly.
Not badly.
Wow, they. Okay, wait.
How the hell
oh, wait,
did
no,
our
there's
monk
only-
roll a
oh,
9?
Oh wait, no.
I rolled it.
Okay, so it's only 2 of them that go before us. I keep
Sorry.
forgetting that the trap is in the middle.
They rolled a 5. Is how a monk rolled a 9. Let's.
It's okay. We'll tell Michael to roll better when he gets here.
10. It can't go that far because it's just a slime, so it's going to go to here. And we're going to see, what is this?
That's Daryl. Daryl is what the victim is.
No, it isn't. Because it is going to use its psychic crush ability.
Oh no.
And I'm going to say, how? Could you make me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Yeah, sure. Do you pick on Hal on purpose because he's really not smart?
Yes.
Intelligence saving throw normal.
God damn it, Hal!
That's gonna be 13 points of psychic damage as just a pulsing headache
To make
overtakes Hal's mind
the correct one.
as
5 damage.
several voices overlap in Hal's brain of, I was in a cow.
Oh, it sounds like Hal would try to be friends with them.
Hal's response would be, I wasn't in a cow.
This one is going to move to here, and we're going to get a psychic crush on, let's say, Malzaray.
Oh, Malzaray.
Yes, Malzaray.
Oh, he's over there. By the way, Malzaray. What do you want? What do you want from me?
Could I get an intelligence saving throw, please?
Not really, no.
Oh.
And you're just gonna get the hay fever symptoms.
Fuck you! That's what John.
They do take half this. So that is a grand total of 3.
Apply half. There you go. Yeah.
And then it is... I should unpause the game to allow you guys to move and say it's Pyrolis's turn.
Oh no, decisions. Another sheet. I feel like I need to go over there, you know? Just it has that feeling.
Well, I mean, you can swing the hammer from there, but I mean, it's not going to have much of an effect.
I must stand here to hopefully block the shuffle through. Pat Daisy on the head. Like, good Daisy.
Then
And
cave in Daisy's head.
and then I'm gonna swing at this one.
At that one.
Hopefully with
I'm
the
just-
Pyre Maul.
You have no idea how much I'm hoping that Daisy suddenly has some horrible thing-esque transformation. All of you going, "Oh, Daisy!" and just going.
The more horrifying Daisy becomes, the more likely I want to adopt them.
That is a hit.
I click versatile for two-handed, don't I?
You do. Let me just remind myself. Do you have something? Why do I get the feeling there is something? No, it's if you've done a thing. Carry on.
Nutty.
Ooh, nice numbers.
Those are some nice numbers, and thank you to Foundry for properly doing halving damage from resistance. He said, revealing him information.
Oh,
Information.
Information.
It's a strong hit, but it doesn't seem to be quite as effective as you were expecting. It is still a very, very strong hit. And this particular pile of ooze is having some difficulty holding itself together after it.
I mean, I'm just gonna have to hit it again.
I mean, it's still there, so
Yeah,
you certainly can.
we're going to
But
attempt.
Perilous doesn't much care for it being there.
Yeah, if it could disappear but not become a fine mist, because I feel like I don't want to breathe that thing in. You know?
That'll hit.
Woo!
And it becomes a fine mist. Oh no!
I think with that it does become a fine mist because it had 4 hit points left.
flunk.
Let's hand over face to not breathe it in.
So that one is dead.
Good. Stay away from cow friend, your butts.
Anything else on your turn, Pyrolus?
Not for now, no.
Daryl.
I'm trying to figure out how overboard should I go.
Just get him dead.
Go ham. Protect Daisy.
Fantastic. Let's go ham then. I'm gonna use some fun abilities. I'm gonna cast static
Okay.
with a center of the 20-foot sphere, basically to capture all of the currently living baddies. So I think that would be here. Or was it 20-foot radius sphere? Let me double check. 20-foot radius, so it would be there to catch everyone.
I mean, I can put it where you said, but you're in it.
And
Would
Malzray and Pie and Daisy.
Okay. Just
Would you like to
shift
back it up so that it's not where
Yes.
it's going to catch any of your friends?
That'll do. Yep, there we go. That's where I want it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do something fun with it because I don't want
You
to
go
do psychic
up one
damage.
and left one.
Ooh, yeah, that's a bit more thorough.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna
Up
make sure I'm
one,
gonna use this ability.
left one.
Yeah.
So there.
Up one and one closer to Daisy. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, that gets everybody, including the dead one, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Just
I
in case.
don't know it's dead.
It just squidged in a way. No, we don't know.
I mean, fair.
I highly doubt it went, "Ah, I am dying," and it died.
I mean, it might have done so inside Hal's brain.
Oh, I can't change the damage type because it has to be from one set of listed types to the others.
Yeah.
I might have to. Never mind. In which case, yeah, that's still just gonna be synaptic static.
Okay, put it
I'm
in the
very
chat
close
so
to it.
that I can roll things from it.
Psychic fireball.
Let's see the saving throws these creatures have.
Well. Oh.
That is a 14.
That would fail.
That is a 16.
They have to roll a 19 on the die.
Yay!
5. And that is a
Yay!
6. So all fails.
All fail.
Roll me
So
some
they're
damage.
going That's 25 psychic damage
Okay.
to each of them.
How do you want to do this?
I just want. Let me just double check the description of synaptic static for a second. Da-da-da. I think it's just very much. Daryl just turns like he seconds ago he was soothing Daisy, and it's sort of almost like if you see someone kick your dog, just that horror, that look of I will end you. I just boom, all gone.
They instantly just dissipate.
There, Daisy. There.
Daisy, you good?
It's like Wilfred was just like contemplating it with the skewer or the walk, and it's just like, oh, okay, just puts it back.
John, does Daisy go back to eating the grass?
Yeah.
Does Daisy still have a tentacle?
Nope.
Because I'm
Daisy.
taking eating the grass as Daisy's chilled out and it's just like, yeah, I'm good. Never mind. Don't know what happens
Yay!
to the grass. Is that the right assumption?
That seems to be the right assumption. You get the feeling
What?
from what happened, Daisy ate something that didn't agree with Daisy.
Or was a little too eager to agree with Daisy.
Or
Point
that.
where they decided otherwise. I mean, she looks fine. She's back to eating, so it's about all the signs you get from cow.
Well, at least we can take a look at what came out. Well, what's left of that.
Yeah. Is there any sign of where she might have picked up them to eat initially?
1 second. Let me see if there is any.
Because if there is, I'd like to try and clear the field so that she doesn't eat it again. As I feel like she would. Cows are smart, but also very stomach-driven.
Roll me a survival check.
A survival?
Can I give them the help action, please?
You can roll it with advantage because Daryl is assisting you.
Nazi.
You take a little bit of a search through the field near the orchard. And you find a space that looks like some people may have camped here a few days ago. Like the ground is crushed down. It doesn't look like someone who took care to look after the space.
Right.
There's like the leftover fire that somebody's extinguished but hasn't like cleaned up at all.
Yeah, just in Daisy's field.
Just in Daisy's field.
No.
Assholes.
And you can see that some of the clover in this space is slightly glowing.
Last time I checked, clover don't glow.
Yeah, that's not good.
Daryl, as you get close to it, there's just a voice in the back of your head, just evolve.
On the other hand, clover tea is nice. Do like a bit of tea. I'm just gonna cast detect magic just to sort of get a read on what magic is on this clover. Oh god, don't need a giant radius. Thank you very much.
You get the feeling from looking at it that it's just transference of the one of the obelisk shards.
Did you find one of those shards here before? You know those rocks you were asking about?
John, did we?
No,
No, we haven't.
but you get the feeling that one of them has been here.
You thinking this is from one of those then?
I mean, if I can trust my eyes. I just sort of like gesture to like the clover and describe what I see.
Make a certain amount of sense. Who the hell was staying here then? Because they've got what we're after.
I don't know. I imagine probably one of the folks working for those three that looks at the adult were gods.
Looking at the campsite, what remains of it, you
Oh, that's what
suspect
this
these
is.
were goblins. Not this. This is just... I couldn't find just a map of Greenfield. This was the closest in what I had access to at the time. But yeah, looking at the trodden down campsite, you see Pyrolus and Daryl. You suspect that this is where some of the goblins stayed on the outskirts as they left town.
It's yeah, goblins by the look of it.
Well, nothing can be done, I suppose, for now. And whilst I will say that it's just sort of like picking all the clover that got contaminated and just puts it in a little bag to make some tea later. He is not being stealthy about it. He is...
Hold
I'm
up.
going to
Did-
check on the well.
Did you say you're making tea with that?
I was going to take a look at it a bit more. Can't hurt to boil it and see if something comes out. What's the worst that
mean-
happen? One of those things comes out of boiling water?
I mean, some of those things might come out of you. You're assuming that boiling it will get rid of them.
I mean, it gets rid of most things that make you sick.
I think I have some ingredients to make some green tea with that.
Oh, that'd be very kind of you. I mean, it's better than leaving it in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Losing it's fine. Consuming it, I'm less on board with, but you know. You're your own person.
It's how you find out how it tastes.
And find out what it feels like to have one of those exiting you. In whichever direction it feels like.
Okay,
I
Flubber.
never thought I'd say this, but Muffin and I are probably the safest people to drink it. It's like, well, Muffin is already an ooze.
So it won't hurt as much for an ooze to come out of an ooze.
He could
feel a
become a
bit weird.
parent. He could be a parent.
Oh, I didn't know I could be. I have so much delicious fruit to teach you about.
All I'm saying is, let us know before you do. Just so we can be aware. Just in case.
No, Maury. Promise you I will. Just to check, after picking all that clover, is like the magic dissipated?
Yes.
Cool.
Yay.
Do you think it's worth... This is in character, by the way. Do you think it's worth putting a message out to the townsfolk to keep an eye out for this stuff so that, none of their livestock eat any of it?
Well, I mean, someone asked us to check what was going on here, right? We can tell them what we found, and then, well, they can, it's like, they will know, right?
Were there any like non-magical visible signs around this clover?
Just the camp that had been there.
I mean,
Watch out for goblins camping near your livestock.
I suppose we could, just tell them to keep an eye on any livestock that have shared a field with the camps for a little while. But there was nothing. It's not like this clover's purple.
No, but like you say, just keeping an eye on the vicinity of their animals and things for now. Just in case. So that people know if they're acting odd. John.
Hello.
What's happened to the person that lived on the orchard, like the orchard owner that isn't Malzere?
He's still around.
Yeah, he's in your party. Malzere's here.
We should maybe go have a chat with him. The orchard owner. Maybe he's seen something.
But I thought Malzere owned it.
And
Or was Malzere just pestering the owner?
Okay now. Oh, does that mean Daryl is going to join in Malzere's quest to get this orchard?
No, Daryl has just continued in being confused about this dispute.
But if you get the orchard, you might get the cow.
Malzere would like the orchard, but we've never really figured out entirely why, have we, Mal?
Insert witticism here.
Ah, yes. That
witticism.
Classic.
Wants and whims. But yeah, so far haven't won over the land. We've even got a bit of an orchard starting back at the manor, but
But isn't that
You
the
have a
same?
manor?
yeah. I say manor. Big house, keep, castle.
Is it a castle?
Very, very small castle.
keep, really.
Yeah, it's a little. I wouldn't even call it a keep because we've not got like because normally a keep is like a wall with like a central like area and then buildings inside it. It's not really even that, really. It's
John, what was the name of it again?
Troll skull, little castle keep thing.
Uh,
No, I'm getting confused.
no, that's
That's Waterdeep.
the map is just listed as Keep of the Golden Tooth.
Well, it's ours now.
Okay, well,
you-
clearly we need to name it that.
I mean, really, we need to have a complete rebranding of our of the group's name because I've never understood why we were called the Golden Tooth. None of us have gold teeth.
I mean, good.
Wait, you don't? I always assumed that you did.
No,
Like, if anyone would, you've got the funds for it.
I mean, no. Older party that have all like left and gone their own ways. Not even any of them had gold teeth. One of them didn't even have teeth. She was a kenku.
What if you called the keep the Golden Crown?
That would. Someone would come trying to steal the crown, though. Surely.
But like teeth have crowns.
The original name before you repaired it was Cragmore Castle.
Oh, yeah. Not that Pi would know that.
Ooh, are there any stories about Cragmore that we would know?
There
Whilst
was
we're
this
sort of, like,
time that the
looking
Golden
for this old
Tooth
man.
repaired it.
And kicked out a
We
bunch
went-
of
we
goblins,
went
I
in.
assume?
We
They-
went
they-
in, we killed everything in there, we took it over. It's ours now.
Yeah, they went in, they boldly went in the side entrance and killed everything that was in there, and then found the thing that they were looking for was in the first room they went in, and they didn't need to kill everybody.
By then it was too
But by then it was too late and everybody was dead, Dave.
Even Dag, the latrine cleaner.
Even Dag.
What about Tim? Is he dead?
Yeah, he was dead. While you list all the people that are dead, I'm going to go and switch the light on real quick. Carry on with talking amongst...
Not Zavala. Zavala. Not dead.
Tanya's gonna hop in here, shout at you, and hop back out again.
What are
Oh,
your
God.
plans now?
What about Taj? Taj isn't dead.
I'm afraid Taj is dead, yes.
Very loud conversation as the old man found us.
Can the old man stumble out of his place and be like, oh God, you again?
No,
Whatever.
I want him to suddenly be behind us going, what the hell are you all doing in here? None of us have noticed him. He didn't even stealthily come up. Just none of us noticed him.
I'm going to quickly remind myself about him real quick.
It's like,
He has a
do you have spare
distant
rooms in this keep?
I mean, we'd have to have a reshuffle, but I think so.
Suddenly behind you, somehow behind all of you as you've stood around in a circle. Actually, you're all sort of stood in a circle having this loud conversation. You suddenly notice that another person has joined the circle. And you look over to see Darren Edomath, who is a elderly drow.
I will have like braced herself as if to sort of get ready to swing, and then be like, no.
He's old and distinguished and is dressed in very simple farming clothing. But he does have sort of the build of somebody who used to be a soldier or knight of some description, and has a pin on his shirt in the form of a metal gauntlet holding a longsword.
Nazi.
And he looks around the group, takes a long, lingering look at the the two tieflings, sighs.
Malzray gives him a big smile and a wave. I'm just going to say that.
I mean, he would.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Ah,
Your cow was sick.
Because of stuff from a goblin campsite that was here. But I think Daisy's okay now.
He turns to us all. I don't have a cow. We turn to Daisy. She's not there.
I mean, technically it's not my cow, but appreciate it.
you've just got a random cow in your field?
Daisy's from the Alderleaf farm.
Helps keep the grass down, I assume.
Yes.
Well, you didn't happen to spot any little camp going on over here the last couple of nights, maybe? Heard any strange noises? You know, that sort of...
I thought there was something a few nights ago, but they'd gone by morning.
Well, they're the reason that Daisy was ill.
I will endeavour to keep a sterner eye out in the future. Still the golden tooth?
Is it? Now the best time
They
to
are.
consider a new name.
They are. Like Daryl just sort of points to like the OGs.
You've got
We are.
You've got some newcomers in the...
Yes, we're training them up. They leave a lot to be desired currently.
I just blew up 4 times with my brain.
And then
Droops
proceeded-
as way
And then
as you
proceeded
say
to
that.
gather up a bunch of clover, infected clover that you're intending on drinking.
I don't have to explain myself to you.
No, it's true. You don't have to. You don't
Daryl
have to.
just sort of like shuffles off.
It's true. It's true. You don't have to explain it to me. You don't have to explain idiocy to me. Yes.
He reaches into a pocket, pulls out a shiny red apple, and just tosses it to Malzray.
Malzray catches it.
I'm gonna need a check to see whether he does.
The apple hits him in the face.
Malzray will do that as soon as I find the tab, because I have a lot of tabs open, and I went away to do something else.
Roll
The
a dexterity
urge-
check.
The
And I
urge
won't...
to cast Gust right now.
That's a saving throw. I don't want to do a saving throw. I want to
No,
do
not a
check.
saving throw, just a check.
No.
You snatch it out of
18.
the air with plom and other fancy words.
He goes to bite it. Calderak stops him. Caldrax quickly looks at his spell list and quickly casts Purify Food and Drink on it.
Hey, that's
Are
a
you worried
perfectly
Edamath
fine
is trying to
apple.
poison him?
No, I just know that from this very orchard we picked a bunch of clover that has horrible parasitical blobs in it.
Yeah, but that isn't a clover. Clearly.
It still grew on this farm.
Is the apple tree near where the camp was?
Not very.
It was only weird in that little spot.
It's fine
wasn't
now,
like-
though. It's pure.
Regardless, it's now pure. Even if it was pure in the first place, it's now pure.
If it makes you feel better.
It's no offense. It's just that there's some weird shit going on in this town, and we prefer not to be horribly mutated into something disgusting.
Also, Malzare's just fancy like that, you know? Gotta protect them.
I mean, look at his little face. He squishes the face.
Yeah.
Malzare grumbles about the squishing of the
Angry
face.
Malzare was.
Whilst they all manhandle each other,
Yes.
do you happen to know anything about? And forgive me, John, I've forgotten the names of the places. Essentially, I was just going to be like, "Hey, do you know anything about these places?"
I'm afraid I don't know. There's not really where I travelled. You're looking for what? The missing townsfolk, or?
Yeah, well, that and figuring out where these goblins have been taking some weird.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thanks. Look after your cows.
I feel the need to insight that for some reason.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, you should do. You should insight it.
I brought on only one goddamn tool.
It
doing
just
that.
felt weird.
He just stopped.
Maybe he's just awkward about talking to these people when half of the when like some of them have been trying to like steal his orchard or something.
He has nothing further to add to the what
He's
you're
not
learning
trying
at the time, and
He's not trying to
he's wishing
steal
you
the-
good luck.
Malzare's not trying to steal the orchard. This person is staying here illegally.
Yeah, there is. You don't sense any suspicion. You just sense that he doesn't have anything more to add, and
I'd like you to fuck off now.
It's kind of done with Malzare.
Thank you for your time.
Shall we go look for that shrub then?
if you need any more apples, you know where to find me.
Oh, thank you. Apples are good ingredients.
They're very healthy.
Of course, we'll come back to my orchard, says Malzare as we walk off.
Yes, quite.
I know this isn't a setting with shotguns, but I just imagine one day that Malzare's going to just turn up and that Drow's going to have a shotgun and just shoot them.
I mean, you don't need a shotgun. Just get a wand of fireball.
No, that'll damage the orchard.
A wand of ice ball.
Might
I mean,
still damage the
that'll
orchard.
probably also damage orchards. They're not great at cold. Lightning
wonder
bolt,
if they-
maybe.
Wand Thunderwave?
Wonder
There you
figure
go.
of death. There you go.
That sounds a bit disproportionate.
Thunderwave makes more sense for a shotgun.
Anyway.
Yes.
Wait, so what was the shrub?
Yeah, we heard that there were some miners were alerted to our cave by a shrub.
Yes, you did hear that.
I feel like something's been remembered in the wrong order.
Nope. No, that is what you heard.
And I thought I was the weirdest. Well, no, until I met Muffin, I thought I was the weirdest thing going on. Apparently, I've been oblivious.
Yeah, I mean, all sorts of weird stuff happens, but it's getting a whole lot weirder. So,
Pyrolis, for the sake of what you can remember, a miner had returned to town, a human miner by the name of Verno Tharbun, returned to town with tales that a walking shrub with strange powers had lured Warlin Creve and 2 other miners into a cave as they were exploring, trying to find a new place to mine.
had we done any like nature or anything checks wise to figure out what it might have been when we heard about it at the time?
I mean, we haven't gone there yet.
I don't believe
No,
you
but just
have,
from-
based on what you've heard. No.
Okay.
You had been given directions to where they were.
Okay. Well, yes, we should head that way.
They are about 15 miles southwest of Phandelver.
Is there anything else on our to-do list that's closer that is of imminent issue?
I mean, that was the cow, and we just did that.
This
Yeah.
is the most imminent thing. This is the
'Cause
thing
there
with
is-
the biggest time limit.
Then
it's
to
like
there
this
we
part-
go.
Because it was child, then glowing thing, then miners. I think.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's possible, unless something else comes up, I guess it might be looking into
The
one
goblins
of
again.
the 2 places. I'm just like, it was a weird name.
Yep.
Probably perfectly reasonable names in their native.
Talhund and Gibbet's Crossing.
Oh yeah.
Gibbet's Crossing is a perfectly normal name. It's just really grim.
So it's Talhundreth and the Crypt of the Talhund and Gibbet's Crossing.
What
Cool.
the hell's a Talhund? Because Talhundreth sounds like Talhund and something in a foreign language.
From your conversation with Gwyn last time, Talhund is dwarven and means hidden gifts.
And Reth means...
Talhundreth was a temple to Dumathoin.
It might just be a suffix meaning place.
And the most important priests were laid to rest in the crypt of the Talhund beneath the temple.
It's sort of like Talhund Church.
Yeah.
Okay, I can buy that.
You travel presumably by mount of some description 15 miles to the southwest of Phandelver.
Yes.
And it's not too difficult to find the singular isolated cave in a stretch of mountain obscured by fallen rubble and tough bushes. And you very quickly work out what they meant by the large walking shrub.
As we are attacked by a large walking shrub.
Ding!
As you can see into the cave, and you can see a large shambling mound.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
John, what do we know of large shambling mounds?
They're large, they shamble, and they're mounds.
They are large plant creatures.
would they have done the guiding?
That seems unusual. They are intelligent, but they do not typically have an ability to guide. They might guide, but it sounds more like they possibly used some form of spell, and they typically wouldn't have that ability, because it doesn't sound so much like they guided so much as they did something and he went in there of his own free will.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling.
You can see from your vantage point that the shambling mound is currently trying to reach through a space where it is too small for its body to get through, and it's kind of reaching its hands in and trying to get through a space in the cave wall here. And as you start approaching, I'm going to stop you from approaching by saying, let's roll
I'll go back.
initiatives.
Yay! That's a lot of 18s that just got rolled.
Hal appears to have redeemed himself. And then there's you.
Jesus Christ.
And then there's you.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Let's get that combat music going once again.
Oh,
What would we like Hal to do this turn? Do you want me to pilot Hal, or would you like to pilot Hal, Sean?
You pilot.
How is going
At
to
some
go?
point, I will give it a go, but brain's not got space.
How is going to go running in and punch a thing, and by punch a thing, I mean he's going to start spinning the staff of striking and bring it round to slam into the creature. Not with advantage, because he doesn't have advantage at the moment. That's not going to hit.
Turns out Hal's stopped redeeming himself.
That one will, though.
Yeah.
Now remind me, staff of striking, what do you do?
John, thinking out loud, do these creatures have a language? Only because Hal knows a weird one, doesn't he?
He does not. These creatures don't know language.
Okay, so I feel like we'd have had a conversation before, like Hal was going to be like, "Oh, I'll go up and talk to it." I was like, "No, they."
I feel even if you pointed out they don't have a language, he'd still talk to him.
He is trying. It is not responding. And then he is going to swing round. He swings the staff at it once and it goes wide. A second time, it slams into it, and he brings round a roundhouse kick for his final unarmed strike, which just misses. And it is then Caldorax's turn.
I feel it's time for me to just go ahead and try and delete this thing.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Because just need to. I mean, I don't need to do.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Has this become a race to who can delete things the quickest between Hal and
I don't know if I'm going to kill it outright, but I know I can do a solid chunk of damage to it, possibly. So
Are you actively, openly in character making this competition?
no,
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not
dear,
trying to get. I'm just trying to. I'm not the one who mentioned a competition. I'm just trying to kill the damn thing. But yeah, I'm going to cast. I'm just going to do this little spell.
oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I'm casting that at 6th level, which means doing a lot of damage to it.
Oh god.
Maximum damage.
It makes a Constitution saving
It's
throw at disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Also says maximum damage.
So 19, so it does make the saving throw.
That's still 80 damage. That half, so 40 damage.
Jesus.
I don't know, like if I type 40, can you just do that? I don't know. Then is there anything I want to do as a bonus?
I mean, it's a solid hit, and he's not happy.
Yeah, I don't believe I have spell driver or anything, so I can't really do another spell, and this is a Brucey bonus, so yeah.
Okay, Pyrolis.
I mean, she's gonna get as close as she can. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, and
You're gonna pick up Owl and throw it at it.
Projectile Howl.
I mean, I was hoping I could get slightly closer, but clearly not. Why does this never filter to my prepared? Thanks. There we go. If I were to lightning lure it as a cantrip, does that? Oh, if it's within 5 foot of you, can be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you and then take 1d8 damage. Is that too big of a creature to drag? It is, isn't it?
Second.
As it should say on the spell.
It should say.
Yeah, it
what
doesn't
kind of
have
size.
any limit on the spell that I can see there.
That sounds broken.
I mean, it's a strength save.
It's still usually if you're going to move something, it's usually size.
Can I just hold my attack for when it gets into range? I'm going to hit it with a pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That will be me done until it decides to move.
Mouseray.
Mouseray!
Mouseray, who has also learned Blight, because screw the plant life.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere. Just Blight.
It's not even on my spell list.
Just got that good at mimicking Calderax that just works.
Ah, the blight of his life.
Like baby.
Moving forward a bit. I don't like that there's no ruler there anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately that that hasn't updated to the latest version of Foundry just yet, so hopefully it will do soon.
Which makes it a butt. He's got a bunch of new spells now. Like I need to look up. They do. I think if we do a little, I think we just do a cheeky dissonant whispers because I hope this thing isn't wise.
Okay.
A little cheeky dissonant is there. Hopefully it's not wise, but at the same time, it could be the wisest creature we've ever seen encountered.
Well, even if it was
Right.
very wise, it rolled a 5.
So it does 12.
And then it has to run away.
It does run away.
I think that means I can't hit it now.
It runs into the corner of the
That
cave.
means Hal gets an attack of opportunity.
How does get an
Yep.
attack of opportunity?
No, because it's not willing. Compelled.
It is
I'm pretty
using
sure
its
it's-
reaction, though.
Someone said that it counts.
Yeah, it
It does.
Oh,
If it
okay.
does count.
if you're blasting it backwards or teleporting it, it doesn't count. If it is willing, well, not willingly, but if it is actively,
It is
Right,
using
okay.
its own movement, and it doesn't
Yeah.
say that it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
so yeah,
Dodge.
it is turning around and running, not being bamfed.
However, Hal does not capitalize on it.
It's worth a try, though.
I just need to double check that I didn't move it too far. I did not. Yay. Muffin.
Oh, on board, the your turn is up thing doesn't work because now I can't do what I was planning. Not sure if I could do anything. I assume that is solid ground I can move to at least.
Yeah, it's a small pit. It's not a massive drop.
Okay.
Close this window because apparently the door's going nuts. Would you like to stop there, or would you like to use a dash action?
I mean, I assume I can't. I assume dashing just replaces all attacks, right?
Yeah, it's you use your action to dash.
Yeah, I'm trying to check so like if I'm able to throw my skewer. Yeah, I should be able to throw my
Sure you can.
skewer.
Yeah.
I think it just uses its smaller die though. I mean, let's check if it's close enough.
It should be.
It's
Okay,
it's-
good. I was worried, like, if you move the thing so I can't hit it with anything, just like... Alright, let's... Okay, I pressed the wrong button, apparently. There we go. That should be the right one. Nope.
Yeah, that just misses.
Okay.
You just have the one skewer, don't you?
Yeah. And I assume I can't just switch to hand axes.
Oh, if you've got hand axes, you can.
Okay.
Jeez, dice.
Yeah, I mean, this is entirely in Malzeray's fault.
That one will hit.
See, my head canon is that first dice is that Muffin forgot to produce an opposable thumb for a second.
They just whip out the axe and it just falls on the floor.
Yeah. Like, it generally goes in the right direction, but it doesn't have any, like, force.
Just kind of bounces off the... It is then the Shambling Mound's turn.
John, when it got moved, or when it shifted itself,
Yes.
are we able to see what it was reaching for in the...
Not from where you are, but Muffin now can.
Okay.
Muffin can now see that there are a couple from where Muffin is. Muffin will have been able to see moving into the cave at least one miner in an adjacent cave.
Okay.
Muffin, the shambling mound is going to come up and try to slam into you twice. That is a 21 to hit. Stanza, you're muted.
Oh, I don't know when that happened, but it's like, I am not a legendary monster with 30 AC, so yes, that is.
Okay.
You could be.
That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And it then makes its second attack, which is a 25. Which means that you take another 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams into you twice. And now you are grappled. Grappled by it. And it is going to attempt to use engulf.
Oh.
Thanks,
Is it
Malzere!
possible to
This feels
grapple?
like
No one forced you to run into the cave.
I am the melee type. I'm not sure
You
what
could've-
you expected. You want to
it was going
fight it
to-
on
it
your
was
own
going
without
to-
me? Then
It was going to run back out after as it's run to you.
I
Before
was
it hit here
prepared to
and
freeze
come out
the
to you.
thing. I was gonna freeze it with my ice cream scoop, but
I assume Muffin can be grappled as an oozkin.
I don't
that
see
was
why
what I
not.
was thinking. Is like if you could be engulf them in turn, engulf from the inside, just nom nom nom.
I do not believe that there is anything in the oozkin that stops them from being grappled.
They're not a plasmoid. Plasmoids would be harder.
But they could run into a bucket of goo. That just seems wild.
Engulf only works on smaller things as a oozkin.
Engulf it slowly. Chop off a bit, engulf that. There you go. Get bigger.
Daryl.
So Muffin's having a very large meal, correct?
Well,
10, 20,
the salad is currently holding Muffin at the moment.
30. That doesn't look like that doesn't look very nice. I'm just going to cast Mind Sliver. You need to make a DC 17 intelligence saving throw.
Okie doke. It rolled a
Fun.
16, so that's a total of 13. It's a tree. What were you thinking?
Cool, so it's going to be 3d6 psychic damage. That's a 17 psychic damage.
Jeez.
And from now on, sorry, and the next saving throw it does is at minus 1d4.
Okay. I'm going to give it the cursed reminder to remind us that that's a thing that it needs to worry about. And it...
Who knew trees had things to worry about?
Well, they didn't until now, and then some people came and started trying to hit it.
It's like suddenly it became introspective and it's just
5,
like,
10,
oh.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. How is
don't you
just
hate
going
those
to
things?
swing around here. I'm just going to move the cameras to... Oh, God, there. And we're going to Staff of Striking it twice at advantage.
Oh,
Oh wait, sorry.
Precursor of Soul.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. So sorry.
And we're going to get another staff of striking.
Never do like those days where you take 3d6 worth of introspection damage. Then followed by getting the shit kicked out of you by a stick.
By an angry Genasi monk. Or a very calm Genasi monk.
Very chatty.
He'd be irritatingly calm and equally chatty.
That
Oh, no.
wasn't at advantage. That's better. Jeez, how?
How does he do it?
It was very wounded by that, but it ain't down yet. Calvarax.
My turn!
Bring us on home, Calderax.
I shall, because I have more blights up my sleeve! Blight. Let's chuck this at that level. I've just realised I closed the thing I didn't want to close. I will do that. So, okay. So yeah, that. At 5th level, so it'll be 9d8.
So that's at disadvantage. It didn't do it this time.
That's
I mean, it's also at minus 1d4.
at minus 1d4, John.
Oh, okay. Sorry, 1 second.
I'll show that for you.
That is 9. 9.
Or 6.
Or 6. One of the. Either way.
I'll just get rid of mine. You can use the 6.
Roll. What is it again? 72. There.
That's
Oh,
so
let's,
many damage.
Let's just apply that, and it takes off the last 10 hit points the shambling mound had.
And it crumbles to fucking
Right,
dust.
just darkens and disappears, and
Drops Muffin.
just like instantly turns into like autumn leaves and crinkles and drops to the ground.
Just mulch.
You didn't know that a plant could scream, but this one does.
Muffin, you good? Dan's muted again.
Muffin retrieves their hand axes and skewers.
Cool.
No problem.
I, on the way to look in the cave, will ask Muffin if they're good. And yeah, I'm gonna we can fit through this gap, right?
Yeah, it's a size that medium creatures can squeeze through.
Wait,
I will shuffle in and be like, hello, are you guys good in here?
You see
it's very dark in here.
you
I'm
see
gonna
with
cast some light.
some more ease now that light has been cast.
I think I can also do light, right?
Yes.
Regardless, my staff, my weird little staff is now glowing.
Yeah.
You can see an elderly human and a younger female human who share a family resemblance.
Okay.
And a quiet dwarf. This is... They introduce themselves as Warlin Creve and his daughter Elsie Creve. Sorry, Elise Creve. Not Elsie. That's a different selection of the same letters. And they introduce the dwarf as Carthim Humblepick.
Do you need any healing?
No, we're okay. We just that thing lured Warlin in to the cave. We this is Elise talking. Carthim and I rushed in to help, and Verno ran off. I assume they headed back to Phandelver. We have them to thank for our rescue in the end.
Came to tell us. Well, to tell the town, and we've. Please, the mound creature is no more. So if you step out into the light, there's more of us out here.
Yeah, we'll
She'll step to the side so they can.
Daryl's just lazily casting dust at the pile of leaves to scatter it.
The miners head out, and Warlin is a little bit unsteady on his feet. I
feel like Hal would instinctively give him a hand. Because he's just a good egg like that.
I don't know what happened. It suddenly felt that it was the right thing to do to go into the cave. My mind went blank, and I just went in there like an old friend was calling to me, or someone I trusted.
That's concerning.
That's not normal, is it?
To follow a strange plant creature into a cave because you thought it was an old friend? No. It doesn't tend to be.
As far as I'm aware, those don't usually have the magic to do that.
I'm pretty sure they don't. We fought a blight before, haven't we?
Yes, you've fought a couple of shambling mounds previously.
Yeah. So yeah, those ones didn't have any powers that I knew of. At least they didn't use them on us. If they did, I don't remember them ever having them.
As this sort of conversation's going on, post I'm gonna just check around the cave real quick. And I would like to do an investigation.
In the side cave, you find mining equipment. It looks like this is a space where they may have found some they may have found something that convinced them that it was there is something here to mine. As you come back out into the space, the main entrance to the cavern, the pile of leaves that was once the shambling mound is cleared enough, and you can see the remnants of a goblin skull.
For reference, John, Pye's picked up the pickaxes.
Okay.
We've got a deal to
fulfill.
to hold up on.
Considering Daryl was like just randomly blowing dust at this pile of plant, I'm assuming that's
You
kind of
would
very
also
obvious.
see the goblin skull.
Yeah, Pye will just say, like, is that a skull? Goblin, maybe?
I mean, I can't speak to it being a goblin. I was sort of hoping there'd be some good eating in a big plant like that. Let me go get it. He sort of just drops himself down into the pit to go grab the skull. And then he'll just toss it up to Pye.
On closer inspection, Pye, it is a fairly new, fairly fresh goblin skull.
Relatively fresh. Guess
Normally
that
they have a bit more
thing-
meat around them.
Yeah, been picked relatively clean, but like, you know, still fresh as far as skulls go.
Do you want me to see
Definitely
if
not
it's...
not snacks for you though.
Do you want me to see if it's glowing at all?
That'd be a good shout. And actually, if you've spot anything in the cave as well, this side cave, they were mining for something. I wonder whether.
Sure. I'm going to just spend 2 sorcery points, John, to generate the spell slot to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Just because I want to keep one in reserve. There, done. I should not drop that target. I don't know how to get rid of it. Sorry.
John, make it go away.
The skull is not magical in the sense that
it's not a magic
it's
item.
a skull. It's not a magical item. You can tell that there was some magical essence in the creature that the skull had belonged to.
If I'm looking at this right, what those goblins that we fought back in town, they were like magically charged, right?
They were psionically charged, yes, and this shares
So-
a similar signature.
Just sort of like turning it over in his hand. Yeah, looks like one of them got stuck in this cave and got turned into lunch.
What size are the pickaxes?
They're normal dwarven size.
Okay.
Or human and dwarven size. They're just normal sized pickaxes. There is no magic in what they are looking to mine. As you go into the cave and the light comes in with you, you can see the glimmer of silver veins at the back of the mine shaft.
That's what it's about, and I just point that out to Pye.
Yeah, okay. So not that they've lost another rock here then, it seems. Just that guy being unlucky and tempted in too, but I still don't understand how though. Those mounds don't do that.
Make me an Arcana check.
I would also like to do one.
So close. That was nearly a 20.
kind of
Daryl.
wanted you to get that one then. Really did.
Daryl, you think from the way that Pi has laid that out, that's not the right order of events.
Okay.
Think it's like the cow when it ate the goblin and then started being able to lure people?
Well, that was the order of events that I was putting forward.
Yep, it's you suspect that you and Muffin have got the right idea there. It ate the goblin, it discovered new abilities.
Well, I guess you are what you eat. Just darkly chuckles to himself as he just has a poke around to see if there's any good chunks of silver or.
How, if he's overheard that comment, will ask if he's vegetables.
Hal also takes a look at the pile of mulch and autumn leaves next to him. Doesn't know if he wants to be vegetables right now.
Not with Calderax around. Calderax kills his vegetables.
Meanwhile, Calderax, Malzare, and Muffin outside with the miners. Carthim thanks you for the rescue. We were lucky we didn't stumble into one of the older dwarven mines around here. Places like that are really unlucky.
How so?
Unlucky.
Well, I'm not a follower of Doomathoin myself, but I've heard of great treasures in Talhundrath's vault and the sacred crypt beneath the temple. So, people keep trying to take them back, but young dwarves go in trying to reclaim the ancestral grounds. You never hear from them again.
What's that about ancestral grounds?
Great.
They're
Dwarven ancestral grounds.
dwarven, not dwarven, unlucky. If we
One of the places we need to go.
You wanna go
does
there?
The goblins might have taken people there.
I can point it out on a map for you.
Ah,
that would be amazing.
Whilst you do that, you're saying that brave fools keep sending themselves in there?
Every couple of years.
Do you know of anyone who's supposedly doing that soon?
None who have survived. Most people have given up
I'm
on
gonna
it.
be going there soon.
Well, good luck to you.
So we might find a whole mess of dwarves down there.
I don't
Does,
know if they're living anymore.
Oh, we've met some of those already. They were okay.
Oh god, why did you say that? I just had that. Oh god, how dead were those dwarves that we saw before?
They
Oh,
were
long
very
dead. Like centuries
Okay.
old.
Oh, they were so dead.
They were very, very dead.
They were totally dead.
Carthim, in that completely accurate accent that I'm going to not do anymore for a minute.
Why not? Why not, John?
Mostly because this is important things that you might need to take notes of. Offers you, as thanks for them not being eaten by a giant plant, offers a share of their stake to you as thanks. as they have just discovered this new silver vein.
It's very much appreciated.
This share amounts to 250 gold pieces each month for the next year, split between the 6 of you.
Snazzy.
Um,
Gonna leave that to
That's
to
per
write down.
month?
I
You
thought
said
that's
that
a
was
year.
per month? Was that per month or per year?
per month for the next year.
Oh, right.
Was that 250 each or 250?
250 to
Interesting.
share.
To share.
I've added that to the group inventory.
Cool.
Just as a record.
Snazzy.
I mean, that'll certainly make a castle of your place.
May very well do, yes. Or at least get Malteray an orchard.
I've already got an
Their
order.
own.
There's Malzeray.
Are you three safe enough to travel?
We can head back to town. We'll need to get new equipment, I suppose. More gear for mining the vein we found, trying to dig our way out of the cave.
Just because pirates just nicked off with their gear.
I did pick these up if
I mean, we'll need new gear anyway, so... I will need new gear,
Who are?
Who are... This dwarf be from the
I
West
got a
Country.
brand new combine.
I've not got a new combine harvester. That will do me no good in the mines.
I got a new gem harvester.
I've got a new gem harvester, I have. Run it into the wall and I get gems out. Then I need to replace the gem harvester because I've run it into the wall.
That's a stupid place to run it into.
Muffin. What does silver taste like?
What does what taste like?
Silver ore.
Hmm.
I can't eat it. I assume you can.
Assuming none of the dwarves immediately object, I'm gonna go into to the vein to give it a lick.
Tastes a lot like stone.
only slightly metallic.
Yeah.
I do kind of love the idea of like hiring an ooze with like a really refined palate for stones and ore. Like, yes, that's 14% hematite. Very rich mix of silver and zinc in there for the gallium. Oh my. And a fragrant of ruby. There must be a node nearby.
One that was raised among dwarves, no doubt.
Well, if you end
Probably.
up having a child, we can sell them to the dwarves to train to be raised as a stone whisperer.
A stone licker.
I mean, the question is, do Oozkin raise, like, do they have children with, what's it called when cells split?
Mitosis.
Mitosis is, that's an old reference that nobody will get.
That's hardly anyone will get that reference, John.
I feel that you got that reference, Sean.
I
so
did get that reference, but
I feel
I feel like
justified.
the only one.
Probably. Yeah, do Oozkin generate new Oozkin by mitosis?
Maybe.
That's probably a question for another day.
I wonder if it's like worms, where like if you chop a worm in half, there's now. Whereas if you just chop a particularly large chunk of ooze off and separate it from the main ooze, It just develops its own sense of self.
According to this thing, Uzkin are old products of Dr. Stein's biomancy experiments. It also says self-replicate by asexual reproduction, so that sounds like mitosis.
It does.
Yep.
And mitosis
Or at least
is...
one of the things we've described. God. I do sort of love the idea that like you could just will yourself to just like leave your leg behind. Take a while to recover, but eventually there's just like a smaller version of you with all your memories. Cupcake.
Well, that's going to have to be a thing at some point. So, Calderex and Malzare were looking to adopt, right?
And future them already have plans for what the hell.
Oh, dear. I'm guessing we're going back to town.
Are you going back to town, or are you sending them back to town and heading to Talhundreth?
I assume town is not on our way to the next place. Or is it out the other side
How
of town?
far is Talhundreth?
That is a fine question that I wish I had a map to show me. 1 second.
If it's not too far out of the way, then I'm up for taking them back.
Calderax would want us to take them back.
It
Because-
does look like, looking at the goblin map. Let me see if I can find a better picture than the goblin map. That the Talhundreth is sort of north, slightly north and west of the town.
And we're...
And you are currently southwest.
Oh, so it's
okay.
only a short detour.
Yeah, we'll definitely take them back.
Be nice to see the castle if we drop these folk off.
Sorry, I'll get my directions right at some point. It's northeast.
It is not.
Talhundreth is northeast. You are currently southwest. You're heading through town.
Beautiful. That solves that then.
And so you do.
Yeah.
You-
Pi will throw together a like walking stick crutch kind of thing for the person
Okay.
who's struggling with walking.
You head back to town in a relatively non-eventful trip.
How 100% is still helping with the walking from the other side and is just talking their ear off non-stop.
Almost certainly. You head out of Phandalin and follow the Tribor Trail as far as Coneyberry before peeling off to the north and into the Star Metal Hills. And in the Star Metal Hills, you find your way into a subterranean tunnel that leads down and down and down into the ground. As that's where subterranean tunnels are.
I was going to say, it'd be very hard for us to go down into the sky.
Say, what time is it by the time we reach this tunnel?
Well, you could have spent the night in town and arrive here early the following early the middle of the next day.
Yeah, I think we probably would have done that.
Yeah.
Can I have a long rest?
So you
get
can
good
have
rest.
long rests.
Oh, long rest.
Yay!
Oh, biggity
So
boy.
many numbers come back.
So many things. All
and
the things.
I'm going to just real quick check the next map.
I'm gonna long rest Hal as well.
Misery.
If we are going to have a long rest, I would love to have that cup of tea. If Muffin and I can sort of find a quiet place to make some tea.
Yay! Tea.
Okay.
I'm also pickling some gem wool as well.
Sorry, did you say pickling some gem ore?
Gem wool. The psychic pyramid
What?
things that were in the dwarf
Oh,
home.
of course, yeah. That's breakfast. A cup of psychically infused I've got clover tea and a pickled gem ore.
That's certainly what the snacks, which give you temp HP, will be.
Oh, I love this party.
Why has the Calderax token suddenly lost dark vision?
Oh,
Did the Calderax token ever have dark vision?
it should do. I have dark vision.
At some point, the new token has decided it has lost it. That's bizarre. You have it again now, and we're going somewhere dark, so you'll need it.
As far as the castle goes, what was the sleeping arrangement for everyone?
Everybody had a
anyone remember?
room.
Except these two.
Well, yeah.
I think the Stonehills said we could stay there if we
Yeah,
needed to.
the Stonehills have offered room and board to all of you, but obviously you have your own place nearby.
Oh, 100% would be asking people if they wanted to stay in his room.
I mean, basically, there were 2 rooms that, in theory, the couples each originally slept in different rooms because they weren't yet couples.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
potentially,
we'll
you could fit
say
2 new
that.
people in.
Yeah, we'll say to the others, sort of, like we could rearrange the place. There's space.
I mean,
Do we need to sign
Thoughts?
anything?
Cal,
What? What?
we could, rearrange the space. They could stay, even if it's just as our guests. Like,
Well,
there's room in the house.
there is room in the house now. Should...
You'll have to fight Malzare over which room of the pair that you keep. But
I mean, my room is vastly bigger and better.
Malzare points out his room has a walk-in wardrobe.
Yes, but mine's next to my temple.
Malzare points out, yes, but I have a walk-in wardrobe.
Yes, but mine's next to my temple.
Yes,
Muffin,
but
I'm okay with sharing a room tonight if you...
Just to get away from the bickering.
I feel like that second room's going to take a full night to sort out. Let's find you a big bucket.
But
And I'm just
so-
going to look for like one of the biggest, a really big wooden bucket.
So those 2 are going to share a room. What's the name of our helper again?
he doesn't have a room.
What's his name? I didn't say.
These are questions.
I can't remember. It's been too long since we've been.
I know, we never spend time there, so we never fucking remember.
He does have a name.
He does
I know he
have a
does,
name.
okay.
Bear with me, I'll find it.
We're not that bad that we're just like, no name for you.
What a
No
name on
wonder
a
we hosted secret serving folk parties with you spent a little time there.
hovering around in my brain, but I don't think it's right.
What name have you got hovering?
Schnooky or something like that.
It is
Schnookums.
I don't- Snookums!
Yeah.
Snookums the
Yeah,
kobold.
So yeah, we need to get a room sorted out from Snookums! I call for Snookums to help get the room ready.
You're still arguing about which room, though.
Snookums starts preparing Hal's room for the two new arrivals to share as Malzere and Calderak spend the evening bickering.
Yeah.
You find a modestly appointed kitchen. Enough space to make some tea.
I will give you the tour.
I'll show you the map then.
Yay!
Where's the map? This is the map.
Yeah.
Oh god, look at the old tokens on here.
I was gonna say, I think Muffin and I are not going to be able to see right now.
Sorry,
Yep.
I need to take out some of the old tokens first.
Mystery Castle.
Do.
Hadarax and How and Muffin and not Pyrolus.
The Pyrolus hasn't changed.
Daryl.
Hey, I can see.
And we're going to actually see the map on the screen now.
Yep. So here is Calderax's room. Here's the shrine that is Calderax's. Here's our little, hallway waiting room.
Because I've been stepped on.
Oh, sorry.
I couldn't click my token.
The kitchen, which I feel might be important for the pair of you, is in here. We've got bathroom and some barrel storage going on up here. Malzare's room, when they've figured out which one they're going to give up, we'll let you know, is in here. And then we've got a nice little sitting room down here. John, I can't remember which of the two goes up to which room. Can you remind me?
So this one goes up to what used to be Nepherin's room.
Okay.
The bathroom and barrel storage goes up to what used to be Barham's room.
How did you get in there? Oh, there we go.
Drag straight across, yeah, I was having
I
that.
tried
And-
like 3 times.
Yeah.
Actually, no, there is a spare room, isn't there? Because there was Barham, Nepherin, and Squeak had upstairs rooms.
Yeah, we do. We do have a spare room somewhere.
Yeah, we've got 3 towers.
Yeah.
So it's up
there's
the
a-
ladder here.
Is that kobold meant to be there?
Kobold, yeah. He's our friend.
I'm
Snookums.
Snookums.
Yeah, I'm still having trouble
You
with this wall.
I'm just
Why
using
is
the
it so
arrows to get
narrow?
through it, and it's nudging me in the right place.
Oh, okay. It's curious seeing this, still remembering bits of Lost Mines. It's like, oh, that top right bit was where the chief lived, huh?
We
Snookums.
we will make it so that because I think, if memory serves, this one was slightly bigger, wasn't it, John?
Very slightly.
Yeah, in which case, me and Hal will have that one. We'll shift into that.
Snookums,
then,
for the
yes.
sake of argument, for the sake of giving you a description, is a kobold wearing a like butler shirt and jacket, like a small suit jacket.
He takes his job very seriously.
Very
He's a
dapper.
lovely fellow.
Excellent.
But also is totally Donald Ducking it from the waist down. He's a kobold.
Oh, yeah.
He's,
So no trousers.
no trousers.
To be fair, imagine getting a tailor to make a tuxedo with the knees in reverse would
Yeah, it was
be
expensive.
difficult.
It was expensive, and he just didn't like the feel of them anyway.
He has very sensitive knees.
Aw.
We've suddenly decided, apparently.
You mentioned there was a shrine for Malzare. Do you have a shrine for yourself? For Shanti in here? Or do you normally just do that, like, in your room?
I don't, but we do have the orchard outside, so I tend to sit amongst the trees when I need to.
Would it be a burden if I could use the space?
No, carry on. It's not a problem.
Thank you kindly.
I imagine Muffin would be in this room with the red rug by the kitchen.
The room that's impossible to navigate into.
Quite possibly. And therefore, I assume Dilf is the one with the bath.
That would be practical.
Yeah. I assume Muffin doesn't require bathrooms in quite such the same way. Can't be sure.
When a newsling needs the toilet, they just like expel it all from every direction. Just it's awful.
God. I imagine it was more like a thing of like breathing out, like we get rid of all the carbon dioxide from loads of our food by just breathing it out, and that's just what ooze do. It's just a vapor that slowly just exudes.
How very quickly, upon getting back to the castle, disappears up the ladder into what is now How and Pyrolus's room.
As we're shuffling around and talking about the fact that Calderax and Malzare are going to be fighting over the rooms for a fair while.
Yes, you
like,
can hear them
I-
loudly fighting.
Yeah. All sorts of furniture being banged around and things is
Yeah.
wild. I will just explain that because Hal being Air Genasi, he, as much as we could take one of the bigger rooms, he likes the air up there, up in the towers.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
But yeah, feel free to use the kitchen, use the bathrooms. We've got storage barrels around, so if and chests and things, if you want to name one of those.
Find a barrel.
Yeah, Muffin, if you want to sleep in a barrel, like
Find an empty barrel.
you're
Drag it
welcome
over.
to take one upstairs with you.
It's like just take the lid off. It's like, yeah.
John, can you remember where the orchard trees were?
Muffin, do you mind if I take one of your armchairs?
Yeah, I was gonna say
If you can
They're
maneuver it out the door.
Over here, cool.
You just see for the first time, Darryl actually uses to look at the plate and just floats the chair out of the room.
I was just imagining trying to gravity gun stuff out of windows in Half-Life 2.
It kind of gets to the door and it shakes a bit as it tries to navigate through the door, and then just pings
Just
off
you
into
just-
the distance.
Whispering pivot to yourself.
Strength check. Darryl versus Newtonian physics bug.
As you're floating the chair past, I would just be like, if you head out this door and you turn left and head along the wall, you'll see the orchard. You can't miss it.
Oh. whilst still carrying the chair, he just has a little look. Ah, okay.
This way, Rogue.
That way.
Over here.
Eh.
Bloop, bloop,
Look,
bloop.
if I would stop colliding with walls. Ah, over there.
Yeah. Along here.
It's a very D&D moment where it's just like, this is the orchard, as armchair is just floating above our heads.
Yep.
You do see like 4 or 5 youngish apple trees, all very much tended for and very much. Whereas you can see that areas of the forest around here are natural in their tree spread, these are very man-made and man-placed to be in a row.
Was that a Neff or a pie building that one, John?
Neff did it just before she left.
Okay. In which case, there'll be a few younger trees that Pie has added.
Okay.
Yay.
I'll have to find something to add myself.
By all means. I don't know much of Neff, but she seems to have done a good job, so...
It looks fine. Mighty fine. Just want to make sure I'm doing my best. And he's just going to quietly wander back inside, and
The chair quietly following.
and he's just going to plop the chair in his room, and just lies down into it for like, I don't know, half an hour or so whilst the banging's going on before going to join Muffin. Because they assume once Muffin's happy with the barrel, Muffin's going to be doing something.
I mean, I suspect Muffin would have started making the tea like before the half an hour's up.
Yeah, exactly. Like the second I hear tea, it's going to be I'll wander right over. But now I have an armchair and not just wooden boxes in my room.
You also have a ladder to the upstairs.
I do not know how to use it.
There isn't a way to use it at the moment.
This was before we had ladder options.
You go over here now.
So it was just a yeet from John.
Whoa! Wow! Oh! So there's my bed.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're not that bad.
Okay.
I mean,
It's your room. It's the bear room.
Go get in the barrels.
I mean, it's got a chair now.
I might
yeah.
Set up the proper multi-floor thing, but you know, we also don't spend a lot of time at the castle.
There's something very, very satisfying about Daryl literally having what is essentially a wizard's tower.
Yep.
Daryl, roll me a perception check as you're up in your tower.
Ooh. Okie doke. Was not expecting that. Perception. Not 20.
You definitely see something then. You look out over the rooftops of the tower, and you see sat on one of the slanted rooftops, cross-legged and meditating, the blue-skinned How.
Completely naked.
Completely naked.
I'll get used to it.
You've now met your neighbor.
But yeah, other than looking out the window, as soon as he hears the tea, he's going to pop down and he will engage the science experiment. If I can move my token.
I mean, I assume we will need you with your magic clovers as soon as the water's at boiling point, because then we
exactly, yeah.
I was going to come and watch. It's like slightly horrified, but also really intrigued.
Responsible adult supervising.
Like, I feel like it's like this twin operation. You're preparing the water, and I've just like chopped up these clovers, use a little bit of magic to dry them a little bit.
Oh.
It's just so it's actually able to infuse, and then it's just
Probably
like,
added some other like little herbal touches to add to the flavor.
oh, of course, yeah.
Pie's just writing notes.
The Golden
yeah,
Tooth Cookbook.
Psychic clover tea.
I like the idea that all the recipes are by Muffin, but the full word and most of the commentary is by Pie.
We'll work on it.
It's like
Pie is very much the editor.
it's just like today I saw these two idiots make tea out of clover that had caused a cow to vomit slimes. Despite my forbearance, this was the result.
Daryl. A
Yep.
tea is brewed.
Yay!
Do you
Chin
drink?
chin. I do.
Yay, I pour 2 cups.
Roll me
Actually, I think I'll take a
Constitution
long-
saving throw.
Yay! And that is a good stat, in theory, as
Same.
I'm about to embarrass myself.
Yes! Oh,
Beautiful and beautiful.
There is
Glug.
a strong, sweet flavour to the drink. A bit of bite to it. Not overly unpleasant.
do you think that needs honey, or would that overdo it?
Well,
No,
it's
that would
already
overdo it.
strongly sweet. I'm not sure more honey would help. Unless you're one of those real sweet trees, then okay.
I was just thinking if you could soften the bite. Probably if you just made the tea a bit weaker, but
Are you
and I just necked the rest of it.
eh?
Yeah.
No side effects, after effects, other slime-based things
No,
growing
I
from
have to
you.
see. Sip.
After like downing it, Daryl's just sort of putting his arms out, just like looking at either side, looking for symptoms.
You don't see anything.
Is this a fireplace here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a nice fireplace to sip tea by.
Yeah.
Muffins approach.
Would you like a cup?
Is that you offering to Carolyn?
Yeah.
I think I'm good. Thanks.
But yeah, I think for the rest of the until it's done, I guess we're just enjoying a nice pot of tea.
Yay!
Pi's gonna continue to keep an eye.
This sounds the start of an ongoing campaign of
Just not quite sure.
Daryl,
Oh dear.
you drink the tea, and you have a good evening, and you eventually head to bed.
And then I get the runs.
Your
Good thing you're next
long
to the
rest.
bathroom, then.
Your long rest is comfortable, but slightly interrupted by
Oh dear.
dreams of something moving in the dark and a voice saying something in a deep guttural language that you don't quite understand. But you can pick out words. Every here and there, they speak in a language that either you can understand this language, as if they're like speaking bilingually into and dropping a word in here and there, or you can suddenly, you can suddenly comprehend the language every so often for a beat, for a couple of words.
I guess I can't cast spells in my sleep.
You can't.
Damn. Comprehend languages would be really useful in my sleep now.
You pick up the words Phandelver, evolve, grand design.
I love that show.
Of grand design. Ooh. Okay, interesting. Am I able to speak in the dream?
You can try.
What's evolve into what?
A voice answers, action.
Is that perfection or action?
Perfection.
Oh god. The language that I am understanding, do I recognize what it is?
No. It could be common, it could be... It's unclear. It's almost like a voice in your head. Rather than auditory communication.
And some of that dream logic will be messing with it too.
Yeah.
I guess I reach out to Grand Design. Like, see if I get anything on that. And show me the Grand Design. Yeah, let's go with that.
The only response you get to that is just embrace change.
Eat more clovers.
Okay.
You know what you should do? You should totally eat that cow.
We miss Daisy.
We want Daisy to be part of us.
No, you only get embrace change.
Make Phandelver great again. Oh god, no!
Oddly enough, my next thing was going to be just like, what do you want? What do you need in Phandelver? What's special about here?
We are.
Oh. Okay.
You're a special boy.
Did they give me any more?
No.
Or is that the end?
We are.
You're right. Your brain roommate is Evie.
My brain roommate is creepy.
You can be both creepy and sleepy.
It works on many levels.
I'm kind of taking the assumption that that's where the dream ends.
Yes.
Or does anything else happen? Okay.
Maybe it just goes back to more of your regular dream schedule.
Yeah, if it doesn't, if that's not where you wake up, it sort of melds back into the normal dream of you're in a classroom and you haven't studied for the exam, and where are your trousers gone?
My teeth are falling out. No.
Well, you're farming.
Oh, no, I forgot.
But suddenly the potato is your father.
Oh no, I forgot to fix the fences and the horses got out again. No!
And the horses are your father.
And how did Hal get in here?
Wait, how do I know this is my father? I've never met him.
Why is Hal and your father naked? No!
Why is
How-
Hal doing that
How
with my
is your father?
How are you doing, son?
And as you wake up,
Running towards you naked.
That's the moment I wake up screaming.
as you wake up, Hal hands you a slice of cheese in the dream.
You step bolt upright to find Hal naked eating a slice of cheese. Hi.
On the roof.
Yes.
Why are you
Something
asleep
that-
on the roof?
But somehow completely in eye line of my bedroom window.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I think I think he's gonna wake up in the morning and he's just gonna go and just drink normal tea in the kitchen this time, and might wait for. Actually, no, I think he will go to the orchard after that. He needs it, and prays to Shorty for a little bit, whilst everyone else is sorting their mornings.
Pickling that gemmel. I imagine it was being left to pickle overnight.
I don't know.
would
I don't know how
assume
to
so.
pickle.
I mean, pickling stuff normally takes a little bit longer than that. Like
Magic!
But yeah, you can.
Magic!
If you've got particularly strong like vinegars and things, then I'm sure you can pickle quicker.
I mean, if you have an alternative suggestion for how we cook the gemmel, I am open to ideas.
No, pickling sounds good to me.
Yeah, it really depends. I think pickling also allows you to preserve it for a while too.
Yeah, it'll last all day.
You head out and you do that trip what I previously mentioned,
Yeah.
where you head along the Tribor Trail until you hit Conyberry, and then you head north into the Star Metal Hills, and you find a route down into a subterranean tunnel at the location marked on your map until you find the entrance to Tal Hundereth.
How do we want to share out these 4 pieces of pickled gemmel?
I'm not hungry.
Well, it's for later!
Gemmel is vegetable, right?
I don't
No.
know! Those things didn't look like vegetables to
No,
me.
they're meat.
Sorry,
Meat,
Al.
definitely not a
I
health
tried to
thing.
see if there was anything left from the shambling mound, but it looked like it kind of rotted pretty quickly.
It kind of got a bit blighted.
Is there any like wild onion in the castle grounds or something?
You can find something that you can pickle.
Yay! Pickled onion for Hal.
The wide cavern ends in an enormous stone double door. Each side bears the image of a towering mountain with a carved gemstone at the heart. A long
That'd be
roll of
like-
cloth props one side of the double door open. A fissure in the wall opens to a tunnel leading west, and I said, and why aren't you producing light now when I tell you to produce light?
What?
There we go.
Yay!
Shall we just assume that we've delivered those pickaxes?
Will write like I think that Halia, the mining, the head of the mining association, said that she was going to deal with that.
Yay!
Okay, cool.
So yes, a long roll of cloth that is not depicted on the map is propping this door open.
And then is that the way? What's that way then?
That is a fissure that leads deeper into the, deeper down. And behind you is the way that you came from. The two doors bear the picture of a towering mountain with a carved gemstone in the middle.
Oh, I suspect we're gonna need to do both, because there was something about Talhundrath and the crypt, so...
I'm assuming, is it just a carving of a gemstone, or is there something socketed in?
No, it is a carving of a gemstone, I believe. Oh, no, it says
Please
with
do
a
not-
carved gemstone.
Oh. Ooh, very pretty.
Please don't steal from the temple.
I wasn't going to. I was just going to compare it to the rocks we have.
Okay.
It does not match the rocks you have.
It does not match the magical light rock.
Well, there's also the weird psychic thing that we took from Rooks of the
Oh,
Temple.
the thing you took from... You still have that.
Yeah! Look, Rooks of the nearest thing I found to what the fuck's going on with me. Pardon my French. I already said, Patty, don't let me turn into that. But I need to understand it.
Okay.
So, you're the professionals. What do we do first? Where do we go?
Walks up towards the roll of paper, looks back at everyone.
Well,
Shern appears to be muted.
the task was whatever we're looking for was in the temple, not outside it. So that I feel is a side point, maybe later. And if the door's propped open, then through the door, and the slime's gone through. So
As you go through,
as you go through, take
Nothing.
98 psychic damage.
You see elaborate carvings of mountain landscapes and treasure piles line the wall of this broad staircase as it descends deeper into the ground. Several landings on the staircase hold statues, and some bear doorways. In the distance, you can see that the stairway abruptly ends at a pile of rocks from a cave-in.
May need that fissure yet.
If you guys aren't going to go in, I'm going to make sure that they're squished.
Yep. More shuffle in.
Okay, one of you want to pick a door next?
I feel like Hal would go to one of the doors, pull out what, in theory, he thinks is lockpicking tools.
Out
And
picking.
is gonna have a go at, like, I don't know, this door here.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's open or not. It doesn't matter. Hal's having a go.
Whilst Hal's having a go, just gently cast Gust against the door. Just see if it'll open.
Trying to find out which way the door opens.
The door shakes, but it does. The doors here are thick slabs of stone with a handle.
Oh, okay.
So they aren't just
Okay,
going
that
to
was a-
lightly blow open with a gust.
Once Hal will have taken the gust of wind going past him as Akadi's telling him that he's going the right way.
Okay.
So he will then try to open the door.
Okay. Click the door to open it.
Yay!
The door opens.
Oh, no,
More
must not
stairs?
mess with.
How
How do
can
I
it
miss
see a
way?
lot through it?
The heck is that?
That
Hal will have stood to one side and be like, this way. The door is open.
Old weapon racks are along this sparring chamber's north and west wall, while 3 stands hold various pieces of armor. Gouges in the wall indicate that this room once saw much use. A small door leads to the east, and you can see a door to the south as well.
is any of the armor in good nick?
It's been here a long time.
You guys are the professionals. Should I try putting this on? And he just sort of picks up the biggest, heaviest piece of like chest armor you can find. You know, to keep me safe.
Has it got any? Maybe check it over for magic.
Check it over for bugs living in it.
Yeah.
Also,
know.
are you used to wearing that kind of armor?
Yes, can you run around in it and in it all day?
I don't know.
Have you ever worn that armor before?
Well, no, it's been in a.
Have you ever
Been in
worn
here.
anything similar to that before?
What is the heaviest thing you've ever worn?
Have you
An
ever
ox
had
harness?
any training in?
What did you say?
I said ox harness.
Have you ever had any training in moving about in such solid fabrics and materials?
I was a rancher till last week. No.
One of
Then you probably won't. Well, it would protect you, but you probably wouldn't be able to do any of the things that have saved your life recently.
as you have this conversation, one of the training dummies
Sup, bitch?
Oh Jesus!
Oh my
Christ!
Does anyone speak that?
No!
No.
I definitely cast a comprehend languages as soon as that bloody happened. So
and
after
they
last night's
start
stream,
moving.
You appear to have made friends.
I put it back on the shelf immediately. I just back off.
I would attempt comprehend languages, but I can only cast it as a ritual, so
Please roll me initiative.
no.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to.
Hal picked the door. Ooh,
Oh wow,
someone
we got
20.
20.
Who got the one?
I'm
was
going to
Mauseray.
assume. Was it Mauseray?
Yeah.
One of my characters also got very low initiative.
I mean, I'm gonna count myself as having used 10 foot of movement since I was originally.
Daryl, it is your turn.
Just sorry state of affairs that your character got a 3, but rolled better than Melzer.
Yeah, I don't know if that's better for you or me.
Let's see what fun things can I do in a panic.
I mean, lots of fun things you can do in a panic.
What does that look? What do these look like, if you don't mind describing?
They look like the smaller of the two looks like a dwarven figure made of metal and armor. The larger figure looks like maybe a Goliath, but like a Goliath if you described it to somebody and then had them make it.
Oh.
Both made of a shining metallic skein with glowing gemstones and lenses around the eyes and gear parts.
Okay, kindly you folk can stay over there. I'm going to cast Everard's Black Tentacles.
Okay. Oh no, it's at the start of their turn. I'll wait to the start of their turn.
When it enters the affected area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Yeah, so at the start of their turn, they'll do things.
Cool. And
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action using Quicken spell to hit the big guy with Mind Sliver.
Okay.
Because that turns it into a bonus action.
Mind Slither.
It's in the chat.
That is a 17.
That's a pass. They
It-
still take... they must succeed.
Yeah, they don't take anything on a...
Cantrip, they wouldn't take anything.
It's worth a try. Cool.
Muffin.
I got nothing.
Muffin.
Yeah, I'd rather not be restrained, thanks.
Okay, this guy is gonna... But let's make a dexterity saving throw.
Whoopee!
So at the start, it must say he takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage and is restrained.
Boom, boom, boom. That is 9.
Can he do anything with range?
His ability, nuclear missile.
Oh.
It can use, whilst restrained, it can use its action to make a strength or dex check to get out of it.
I'm going to see if he can do anything with range, and I think he can.
Oh no!
Oh, that would be fun.
You into the tentacles.
Sorcerer panics. I'm sorry, guys.
Who here is wearing metallic armor?
Mithril?
Yes.
Chainmail.
Oh. Sorry, my Chrome threw a hissing fit because of boundary for some reason.
I was expecting either Calderax or Malzere to have like metal in their underwear and just get dragged in. Something random.
I'm wearing scale mail, which is technically leather, but it's got metal on top of the leather.
I think that'll count.
Most people do wear things underneath their metal armor.
I think the only people who aren't affected are How and Daryl.
The power of
Right.
being naked.
I don't know about Malzere. I don't think he's wearing studded leather, so I don't think that's...
Malzere will have
that's
metal.
not enough metal.
as far as like jewelry, but yeah.
This makes it feels like Daryl is cooperating with the bodyguard, like it's dragging us into the tentacles.
So could Muffin, Calderax, and Pyrolis make me strength saving throws, please?
No,
Strength saving throw.
I think I need to reload.
Oh right, I
No.
just clicked it on
Oh,
the
no.
thing rather than clicking the box.
That's
This-
fine.
I think I need to make. I think I need to reload in a second. I'm going to try and roll though, because it's my Chrome has thrown a full-on hissy fit. So I can't see the map, and I can't. I see the outline of the dice, but I don't see the dice.
Okay, reload it.
I'm rolling first. I can still roll 20.
You are
That's
fine.
no, it's a saving throw. So
Oh, so
technically, a saving throw actually would have been better. So 21, technically.
even better. Both
Now I'll reload.
Muffin and Calderax tense as they feel the metal in their armor being pulled towards the Multivoc bodyguard. Pyrolis, you try to tense, but you feel your feet just sliding across the ground.
Can I make a grab for this corner on the way past as a reaction?
That would
or
have been
anything?
what the saving throw was.
Okay, fair. Well, hello there.
It unfortunately does not bring you close enough to the bodyguard for it to attack you with its attacks. But it does have a repeating crossbow that it can attack with twice. 3 times.
Rude. Lady?
So it is going to attack Daryl once.
Oh dear.
It's going to attack Daryl once with the attack, not just multi-attack.
Just throws the
That'll hit.
repeating crossbow.
That is going to be...
Was that D20 of damage?
No, I think that was just the D20 was still on the screen.
Okay, so that's fun damage for me to take. Apply damage.
It then turns its, like, arm-mounted crossbow.
Wait a
And
minute,
it's-
I've got to do a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Because that spell might not last anymore.
You're fine.
I've lost complete visibility for some reason. I'll just refresh.
It turns and it's going to fire at Muffin. $18 to hit.
That just hits.
That is 15 points of damage to Muffin. And then it's going to keep turning and it's going to fire at Calderax.
I don't want you to fire at me. No, not allowed.
That's a 14 to hit.
As soon as I look at my character sheet, no.
The arrow just tings into the wall near you.
Oh, you're so lucky you're not made of plant matter.
It's Hal's turn, and Hal is going to come around the corner so that he can see the problem in action. I feel that he's not going to worry about the tentacles
Well, I guess he has to roll against them then.
because Pyrolis is in trouble.
So this is the thing that's interesting is that the rules say it's a 20-foot square, but that's highlighting a 25-foot square. So Pie and How just on the edge of it?
I believe that's because you've put your...
It's off center.
Yeah, it's off-center.
It's like on a half square.
I don't know if I can correct that, but we can just
So,
move.
If
we
I
go,
put it
leave it like that.
there,
Oh, so I could have attacked.
apparently you could have.
I-
Would you like to attack, Muffin?
Yes, please.
Doop doop.
Sorry.
Well, I'll
Sauce
just
and
do
cream
I'll just do
salad.
a normal ice cream attack because I'm wanting to save the special ice cream attack for the big one.
Okay.
I love how there's a variety of ice cream attacks.
Okay. Woo!
Oh,
That'll hit.
and it isn't even restrained at the moment.
Okay.
That is merely my first hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, I've got a third.
You swing and the armor.
I assume that one does.
That one does hit.
Yay! Ice cream.
I scream, you scream, we all scream from being hit by the ice cream scoop.
Yay!
I scream, you scream, we all scream. At the terrible house fire.
The tortured metal screams.
I was trying not to cry.
Hal is going to do what he's been doing so well and swing with the staff of striking.
Baby.
Apparently, all it needed was to be shit talked.
Sounds about right.
The staff of snarking.
27, 27. Can Hal roll anything else?
27 to...
No.
27 and 27 to hit and 27 for damage. Let's see if he can roll another 27.
No,
No, but he does hit.
it's not 27.
It's
Though.
not a 27.
Oh, no.
no.
Is it going to be a 27 or a 22? I'm saying 22.
Nope.
12.
Okay, that'll do.
And then
It's
he's
still
just
hitting
gonna...
it.
He's just gonna bonus action. Strike it again because it's still standing and it offends him. And he just
Stop
slams
standing.
a fist into it and it... Actually, he doesn't slam a fist into it. He sends a cushion of air at it, and it just sort of dissipates over it. Calderax.
Who's putty though?
Let's have a look at an old look, shall we? What's the deal? What's the dealio over here?
Bit the old look-see.
Down at the parts till Friday. Oh.
The big thing has a crossbow.
It does have a crossbow. I feel.
There are
It
also
shoots a lot.
tentacles around it, so you may get restrained if you walk up to it.
I mean, Caldrax is going nowhere near it.
So you, the party, not you specifically.
Oh yeah, I also need to restrain him, don't I? Let's mark him as restrained.
I think. Just
Oh,
a
that's
look.
good. That means it has been rolling at disadvantage, right?
Oh yeah, does it?
I'm just checking. Restrained attacks rolls have disadvantage. And has disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Oh hey, look, a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
So if both of them could quickly make me a little old dexterity saving throw, that'll be. That
That's
was nearly a 20, and I would have thrown something at John. I would have gone to his house just to throw something at him.
Oh wow, that thing's difficult lucky.
one fail and one success.
How did the one with disadvantage succeed, but the one without
Well,
It also has a lower score at dex, so
But still.
it's not only the one at disadvantage, but it's also the one with the lower score at dex.
Either way, they all take. Well, one of them takes that fully, and one of them takes half of that. I don't think it has anything else that goes on top of it. I'm pretty sure. I think it's just damage. Yeah.
The dupe.
And then I'm going, because I know it does this stupid little. Well, then again, at the same time, if you can only like pull 15 feet, can't it? So it's not actually. But if I technically were to move into the corner, it could only get me, like, especially since that position's taken, kind of get me like there. So I wouldn't really be able to do anything. So I'm just going to stay there. So I was going to possibly go out the door. Lots of tape. Don't know if that's John or someone else.
We'll finish this round. But if you need to leave, Rogue.
I can wait till we set off.
Hireless.
Hello. I wanna hit this one.
Okay.
How damaged or not is it looking currently?
It's looking pretty beat up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'ma just hit it. Hopefully. That one.
Oh,
That one. And I'm at normal.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because that one's yeah.
That'll hit.
Normal.
clonk.
Clonk fizzle.
Is it still looking?
It's still looking
Alive?
damaged. Still seems to be moving.
At least it's not healing.
Yeah, this do be true. Can I add Divine Smite onto the end?
Yes.
Or do I
After
have
you.
to hit it before?
No.
Okay.
After you hit with an attack, you can add Divine Smite. You could
Cool,
add Divine
I'm
Smite to
gonna-
that one, for instance.
Yes. That's what I want to do. One of those. Do the damage, but normal.
Divine Smite.
Oh, I like how the dice change.
Okay.
I assume it's still
For
looking
the-
about the same.
For the sake of it being the magic number, it is at 69 health.
Beautiful. Yeah, so I'm just hit it again. Huh. 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 Nah.
That just misses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me done.
Malzere Chernadorn.
Hi.
Hi.
Bounceray sounds like they need a lozenge. Their voice has changed.
I hear the name Chernadorm, and I keep thinking John's about to say Chernazem, like the
That's
soil.
how they sounded, aren't you talking about? That's how they've always sounded. You're just being silly, Sean. Why would you be silly like that?
My bad. Must be hearing things.
What on earth? What on earth? Just what on earth?
What on earth?
What are you? I feel that's probably not going to do very good against what I am assuming are constructs. I'm assuming they are.
They appear to be constructs.
Although it doesn't say anything on the spell about not being affecting constructs. Choose a point. You choose a point within. Sorry, I'm not used to bard spells. What's 1 minute? The other time rolls. That's cool. I'm going to try that. Because it's not saying that it doesn't affect. So, oh, damn it. Synaptic static. Play template. I'm gonna get it right in the corner as much as I can. Like, not there. There. I can't click it because bloody things are in the way. There we go.
Okay.
They must make intelligence saving throws. I knew.
He did not.
And you?
Just does.
Yeah. God damn it. So they take. So one takes full 27, one takes half of that. And if the one that failed rolls a d6 and subtracts a number from all attack rolls, ability checks as well as constitution saving throws made.
Okay, so it takes... The damage is not as effective.
Oh, well. He's going to tuck around the corner again, and I'm going to have to be right back.
Okay. It is now the chief's turn, and I think he gets to make the save at the end of his turn.
Nope, start of his turn.
No, at the end of his turn, he makes a save against the synaptic static. At the start of his turn, he makes a dexterity saving throw.
I cause him problems first.
No,
Nope.
He takes 3d6 and is restrained.
3. Ooh, 12. 2, 4, 5.
Restrained is on here somewhere. There it is. And I'm going to need you to take damage. Thank you. He is going to whir up, and he is going to make 3 attacks at disadvantage. And he just launches forward fists at Muffin, How, and Pyrolis.
Just rocket-powered fists.
Pneumatic fists.
But I imagine they're coming off. Ooh,
Pyrolis. That's a 11.
That would be a no.
How?
Oh my God.
That would be a 18, which just hits How.
These numbers are insane. I've seen those modifiers. It's just like, I'm glad he has disadvantage.
That is 20 points of damage to How. Are you marking that or am I marking that, Sean?
You mark it.
And How flies back from the damage.
Oh, damn.
And Muffin, that is going to be a... That's probably not going to hit. That's a 13.
Little head hopped.
Wait, what the hell happened to How? He's just disappeared.
He got shoved away by the flying fist.
Oh, right, okay.
It shouts a command to its to the bodyguard, and you can see that the bodyguard starts trying to move, and it can't.
Nope, no moving for you.
All the tentacles that aren't currently gripping a robot just wiggle like that.
It's just like wagging themselves like a finger. God.
Does not make the saving throw. And that's where we'll stop this session. We'll come back to this fight in progress in 2 weeks' time, and we might have the rest of the Golden Tooth with us if their internet doesn't fall out.
And work, don't be butts.
And work don't trick you into working half a day. In the meantime, thank you guys in the chat so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live. And a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. It really does mean a lot to us. You can also hit sub, and if you have Amazon Prime, that gets you a free sub each month. Not only does that get you fancy emotes like the animated Nat 20s and Nat 1s that we have in the chat, but it's also very shortly going to get you access to a free D&D one-shot, which I think is pretty cool. I like free stuff.
Free stuff's great. And that will be on our Discord.
That will be on our Discord. Our Discord, you can find and chat with us about the games we're playing and things that we're doing. And we also have a YouTube channel you can go to catch our older videos, catch up with the previous adventures of the Golden Tooth, as well as everything else that we do. And we have a website, www.finalbossfight.co.uk, where you can find links to the Discord and the YouTube channel, as well as all of our written content, audio content, photo content, all the content.
And more content.
And the content.
Some other content.
Mystery content.
We also have some more streams coming up. Let's have a quick look at what they might be. On Sunday, Rime of the Frost Maiden is back with the group. Dealing with the devil, or dealing with a devil, as the group have made their way to Caer Dinevel and are now struggling to fight a heavily armed and armored female devil. On Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week, the Angel Games player is going to be playing the Angel Games Player Roulette, where they are currently, I believe, still making their way through Vampire the Masquerade. And Wednesday next week, the FBF Craft V3 modded Minecraft Let's Play will continue as we make our way through possibly working on some of the printed circuit boards from Pneumaticraft, unless I decide to set that up off stream. Possibly we'll be finding a fire swamp to fight the Hydra in. In the meantime, let's look at that's all for this time of Streamy Times. Let's see whomst is live.
Hoopst for the ratings.
Whomst for the ratings. Jelly Buns.
Yeah.
Jelly Buns is doing some Stardew Valley.
Nice.
Let's go give them some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.
Bye.